Ladies and gentlemen, hear me today, for 2026 is calling your name. This is the year to rise, the year to claim your purpose, the year to focus on yourself like never before. No longer will you scatter your energy on distractions. No longer will you seek validation from those who do not see your worth. The world is noisy. The world is full of opinions. Your destiny is silent until you work for it. And I tell you, this results speak louder than words ever could. Stop explaining your vision to the doubters. Stop justifying your journey to the critics. Focus, work, build, grow. And let the fruits of your labor do the talking. You see, when you focus on yourself, you create an environment where greatness is inevitable. It's not just about self-improvement. It's about self-mastery. Every hour you invest in learning, every sacrifice you make in silence, every moment you dedicate to growth, it compounds, it multiplies, it manifests. Don't be in a rush to show the world what you're building. The world will notice when the results appear. Let your progress be the announcement. Let your achievements be the testimony. The loudest voice in the room will not be the one shouting, it will be the one producing results that cannot be ignored. In 2026, make a covenant with yourself to focus, to rise, and to persist. Guard your time, guard your energy, guard your mind. Remove what does not serve you. Remove those who drain you. Stand firm, stand strong, stand committed to the vision that is yours alone. And remember this: while others are talking, you are working. While others are doubting, you are believing. While others are waiting, you are creating. By the end of this year, your life will testify that your silence, your discipline, and your focus were never wasted. So rise, my friends. Focus on yourself in 2026. Your results speak. Let your life be the loudest declaration of your destiny. The time is now. The power is within you, and your moment has arrived. There comes a time in life when you realize that talking too much is not a virtue, it is a trap. The world has conditioned us to feel that we must explain, justify, and defend every decision, every action, every dream. We live in an age of constant noise, constant opinions, constant judgment. But hear me today. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power. Silence is strategy. Silence is the language of those who are building something greater than words can ever convey. You see, when you spend your life explaining yourself, you give away the very energy you need to create. You dilute your focus. You invite resistance. You put yourself in a position to be misunderstood. And yet the world will always have questions. The world will always have opinions. The world will always want explanations. But your purpose, your vision, your destiny does not require permission or validation. It requires action, discipline, unwavering commitment. Silence allows you to conserve your strength. Every word you speak is energy. Every debate you enter, every argument you justify, every story you feel the need to tell someone about yourself takes away from the time you could be using to build, to grow, to excel. When you are silent, you are strategic. When you are silent, you are observing. When you are silent, you are preparing. And when your results appear, those who demanded explanation will finally understand, not because you argued with them, but because your achievements spoke louder than any words ever could. How many times have you explained yourself to someone only to be met with doubt or disbelief? How many times have you poured your heart into clarifying your actions, and yet they still questioned your ability? Every word spent trying to convince someone of your worth is a step away from building your vision. Your energy is sacred. Protect it. Reserve it. Channel it into creation, not validation. Silence is the shield of the wise. When you embrace it, you begin to understand that life rewards those who work quietly, consistently, and with purpose. Look around at the most successful people, the innovators, the leaders, the creators. They are not the ones constantly explaining. They are the ones producing. Their results are the language they speak. Their achievements are the testimony. While others are caught in endless cycles of debate, they are quietly reshaping the world. There is a spiritual dimension to this principle. Silence is a space of reflection, of discernment, of alignment. When you stop speaking to prove yourself, you start listening to the guidance of your own intuition. You start noticing opportunities that you would have missed if your mouth were always open and your mind preoccupied with defense. You begin to hear the whispers of destiny, the subtle cues that lead to breakthroughs, the signs that point to the next step of your journey. Silence also protects your reputation. The more you explain, the more vulnerable you become. Every justification opens a door to criticism. Every defense invites counterarguments. Every attempt to clarify creates more opinions. But when you let your work speak, your life becomes untouchable. The world cannot argue with excellence. The world cannot debate results. Beauty of this is that you don't have to engage in battles that do not serve your purpose. You don't have to expend your energy on those who will never understand. You don't have to bend yourself to the expectations of the impatient or the uninformed. This is not about arrogance. This is not about pride. This is about wisdom. It is about understanding that words without action are empty, while action without words is undeniable. Your silence is not absence. It is presence in its purest form. It is the calm before the storm of your success. It is the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth, someone who trusts the process, someone who understands that the world will catch up when it must. Silence over explanation creates a space for focus. When you stop justifying, you stop being distracted. When you stop defending, you stop being reactive. When you stop over-communicating, you start creating. You give yourself the room to strategize, to plan, to refine your skills, to innovate, to grow. Every moment you spend defending yourself is a moment lost that could have been spent elevating yourself. The power of silence is also in its unpredictability. When people expect explanations and you give none, it unsettles the ordinary. It challenges assumptions. It forces others to pay attention to results rather than words. You become a force not because you shout the loudest, but because your impact is undeniable. Your life becomes a testament to the fact that the greatest leaders, creators, and achievers are not those who talk, but those who act and allow the evidence of their work to define them. So, how do you practice this principle? How do you truly embrace silence over explanation? First, understand your vision deeply. Know what you want. Know why you are on this path. Know that the world's understanding is not required for your progress. Second, protect your energy fiercely. Don't engage in unnecessary debates. Don't respond to criticism that does not serve your growth. Don't try to convince those who refuse to see. Third, let your work speak. Focus on execution, not validation. Focus on consistency, not applause. Focus on impact, not approval. The louder the world demands explanations, the more powerful your silence becomes. Because when results appear, when milestones are reached, when dreams are realized, no explanation is needed. Your success will answer every question. Your discipline will silence every critic. Your vision will validate itself. The world will marvel not at your words, but at your accomplishments. In 2026, make a covenant with yourself to embrace silence over explanation. Guard your thoughts, your words, and your energy. Invest them in your growth. Let your life speak louder than your mouth ever could, because in the end, the world does not remember who talked the most. It remembers who delivered. It does not celebrate who justified their intentions. It celebrates who fulfilled their purpose. Rise above the noise. Work in quiet. Focus relentlessly. Let your life be the message that inspires, the proof that motivates, the evidence that transforms. And when your results appear, they will speak volumes, going far beyond the reach of any argument or doubt. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of power. Silence is the language of the wise. Embrace it, practice it, live it, and watch as your life becomes an undeniable testament to the strength of focusing on action over explanation. There is a difference, friends, between chasing improvement and commanding mastery. Improvement is temporary. Improvement is surface level. Improvement is often loud and visible. Fleeting self-mastery, however, is deep, transformative, and lasting. It is the hidden force that turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. It is not about adding more skills or collecting more knowledge alone. It is about cultivating control over yourself, over your thoughts, over your emotions, over your actions, over your life. Too many people spend their lives trying to improve. They read more books, attend more seminars, follow more advice, and yet remain stuck. Why? Because self-improvement alone does not touch the core of who you are. It does not confront your habits, your mindset, your fears, your impulses. Improvement can make you a better version of yourself temporarily, but self-mastery transforms you permanently. It rewires your mind. It trains your soul. It shapes your destiny. Self-mastery begins with awareness. To master yourself, you must first know yourself. You must examine your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors, and the patterns that repeat in your life. Ask yourself, what motivates me? What holds me back? What fears control my decisions? What distractions steal my focus? When you answer these questions honestly, without judgment, without excuses, you begin the journey from mere improvement to true mastery. Mastery is about discipline. It is about consistency. It is about saying no when the world screams yes. It is about resisting temptation when it is easier to give in. It is about doing what must be done, even when you do not feel like it, even when no one is watching, even when the reward seems distant. Self-improvement may teach you new skills. Mastery teaches you control. Mastery teaches you to rise above your impulses, your weaknesses, and your doubts. Mastery teaches you to govern yourself like a leader governs a kingdom. There is power in controlling your mind. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. If you allow your mind to wander, to fear, to entertain negativity, you remain a prisoner of circumstance. But when you master your mind, when you take command of your thinking, you gain freedom. Freedom from doubt, freedom from procrastination, freedom from distraction. Mastery over your mind allows you to focus relentlessly, to pursue your purpose with unwavering determination, to achieve results that ordinary effort could never produce. Self-mastery also requires emotional intelligence. To master yourself, you must master your emotions. You must learn to respond rather than react. You must learn to remain calm in the midst of chaos, to forgive without losing strength, to act from wisdom rather than impulse. Emotions are powerful. They can lift you or destroy you, but mastery allows you to harness them. When you master your emotions, you are no longer controlled by anger, fear, or envy. Instead, you channel your feelings into productive energy, fueling your growth rather than sabotaging it. The journey to mastery is not comfortable. It demands sacrifice. It demands patience. It demands that you confront the parts of yourself you do not like. Improvement is easy because it allows you to skim the surface, to apply fixes here and there. Mastery is hard because it requires a total overhaul, a restructuring of your habits, your mindset, your daily choices. But the reward is incomparable. Self-mastery gives you authority over your life. It ensures that your actions align with your purpose. It guarantees that your results reflect your potential. Consider the difference in results. A person who merely seeks improvement may see temporary gains. They may achieve short-term success only to fall back into old patterns. The person who masters themselves commands consistency. They become resilient. They become unstoppable. They are not swayed by circumstances. They are not derailed by setbacks. They are not distracted by opinions. Their life becomes a testimony of controlled power, disciplined focus, and deliberate action. This is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. This is what distinguishes those who talk about their dreams from those who actually live them. Self-mastery is also about prioritization. To master yourself, you must learn to master your time, your attention, your resources. You must discern what matters and what does not. Improvement can make you busy. Mastery makes you productive. Mastery ensures that every action serves your purpose, that every decision aligns with your goals. Every moment invested produces exponential returns. Mastery transforms chaos into order, distraction into focus, and potential into achievement. Another essential aspect of self-mastery is resilience. Life will challenge you. Life will test your patience, your determination, and your commitment. Without mastery, these challenges can overwhelm you, pull you off course, or break your spirit. But mastery equips you with the inner strength to endure, to persist, and to thrive. Mastery teaches you to bend without breaking, to recover quickly from setbacks, to keep moving forward even when the path seems impossible. Finally, self-mastery is a lifelong pursuit. It is not a destination, it is a journey. There is always more to learn, more to control, more to refine, but the pursuit itself transforms you. Every day you choose discipline over indulgence, focus over distraction, action over excuses. You are mastering yourself. And as you master yourself, you master your destiny. Your life begins to reflect intentionality, power, and purpose. Your results no longer depend on luck or circumstance. They depend on the skill, control, and wisdom you have cultivated within. Self-improvement may help you get by, but self-mastery ensures you get ahead. Self-improvement may give you a glimpse of your potential, but self-mastery unlocks it. Self-improvement may give you temporary applause. Self-mastery earns lasting respect, enduring success, and unwavering confidence. The world does not honor those who simply chase better. They honor those who command themselves. They honor those who rise above weakness, distraction, and mediocrity. They honor those who have mastered themselves. So I challenge you today, do not settle for improvement alone. Do not chase skills, knowledge, or advice without mastering the self that applies them. Focus on building your character, your discipline, your focus, your mind, and your emotions. Take control of your actions. Take control of your habits. Take control of your thoughts. Because when you master yourself, the world cannot stop you. When you master yourself, your potential becomes limitless. When you master yourself, your life becomes an unstoppable force. Seek mastery, not mere improvement. Your life be a reflection of discipline over indulgence, focus over distraction, action over talk. Build the power within so that your results speak for themselves, because mastery is the ultimate form of success. It is quiet, consistent, relentless, undeniable, and those who achieve it never have to explain themselves because their life will already have done so. Rise today. Commit to mastery. Dominate your mind, govern your habits, channel your emotions, discipline your actions, and watch as your life becomes a testament to the extraordinary power of self-mastery over self-improvement. There is a force in life more valuable than money, more valuable than fame, more valuable than possessions. That force is your energy. Your mental, emotional, and spiritual energy is the currency of your life, and it determines the quality of your results, the depth of your relationships, and the trajectory of your destiny. Yet, so many people spend their lives giving their energy away carelessly, letting it be drained by negativity, distractions, and the demands of others. Today, I am here to tell you, guard your energy fiercely because it is sacred and it is the fuel for your greatness. Every day you are bombarded with demands. Demands from work, from family, from friends, from society, opinions, advice, criticism, gossip. They all vie for your attention, your focus, your emotional investment. And the truth is, energy follows attention. Where you place your attention, you give your energy. If you scatter it carelessly, your dreams suffer, your progress slows, your joy diminishes. Guarding your energy is not selfish, it is necessary. It is the act of protecting the most vital resource you possess, the resource that determines whether your life will be ordinary or extraordinary. Guarding your energy begins with awareness. You must first recognize what drains you, who or what leaves you feeling exhausted, anxious, or discouraged. Conversations, environments, or habits pull your focus away from your purpose. Take stock, name them, understand them. Make the deliberate choice to set boundaries. The people who constantly complain, criticize, or create drama do not deserve a seat at your table. The activities that leave you depleted without adding value must be minimized or eliminated. The thoughts that weaken your confidence and fuel doubt must be replaced with empowering beliefs. Energy is invisible, but its effects are undeniable. When you guard it, you notice your clarity improving, your focus intensifies. Your decision-making becomes sharper. You no longer react impulsively to every situation. Instead, you act with purpose, precision, and power. Guarding your energy is about creating a protective bubble around yourself, a sanctuary in which your mind and spirit can thrive. It is about choosing where to invest your time, attention, and emotion so that your life moves toward your goals rather than away from them. Too many people give their energy to those who do not deserve it. They engage in arguments, defend themselves unnecessarily, try to prove their worth, please those who will never be pleased. Every second spent doing these things is a second stolen from your dreams. I tell you, life is too short to pour your energy into the wrong people or the wrong things. Guard your energy, and you will guard your potential. Guard your energy. You will guard your peace. Guard your energy, and you will guard the power that allows you to create, to achieve, and to flourish. Guarding your energy also requires you to protect your emotional state. The world will test you. Life will challenge you. People will try to provoke you. Circumstances will threaten to overwhelm you. But when you have learned to guard your energy, you respond rather than react. You do not allow anger, frustration, disappointment to hijack your focus. You remain composed, centered, and deliberate. You understand that your emotional energy is not for everyone else. It is for you to use wisely to fuel your growth, to build the life you desire. There is also a spiritual aspect to guarding your energy. Your soul is connected to the source of your purpose. When you allow negativity, doubt, or fear to dominate your energy, you create a barrier between yourself and your destiny. But when you consciously protect your energy, you strengthen your connection to your inner voice, your intuition, and your higher guidance. You become more aligned with the path you are meant to walk. You notice opportunities more clearly, you make decisions more confidently, and you navigate life with grace, wisdom, and strength. Guarding your energy is not just about removing what is harmful, it is also about cultivating what is nourishing. Surround yourself with people who inspire, uplift, and challenge you positively. Engage in activities that energize your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your soul with ideas, knowledge, experiences that elevate you. Guarding your energy is about creating an ecosystem of growth, abundance, and positivity, a life in which your focus, creativity, and determination can flourish without interference. When you guard your energy, your results become undeniable. The more intentional you are with your focus, your time, and your emotions, the faster you achieve your goals. The distractions that once slowed you down no longer have power over you. The drama that once pulled you away from your purpose no longer consumes you. Your life becomes a direct reflection of the energy you protect, nurture, and invest wisely. There is power in saying no. There is strength in walking away. There is wisdom in disengaging from what does not serve your purpose. Guarding your energy is not about avoidance. It is about strategy. It is about understanding that your energy is limited and every bit of it must be allocated to what matters most. Every hour you spend, every thought you think, every feeling you entertain, it is all an investment. Invest wisely. Guard your energy as if your dreams depend on it, because they do. Guarding your energy also means being mindful of how you consume information. Social media, news, gossip, they all drain your energy silently. The opinions of strangers, the negativity of society, the endless noise, these things take a toll on your focus and your peace. Be selective. Be intentional. Protect the mental space where your creativity, your vision, and your determination can grow. Guarding your energy means saying, I will not allow external noise to control my inner state. I will control my energy. I will channel it toward my purpose. The beauty of guarding your energy is that it creates freedom. Freedom from chaos. Freedom from unnecessary stress. Freedom from the pressure to constantly explain, justify, or prove yourself. When you guard your energy, you are free to focus on what truly matters, your growth, your impact, your legacy. You are free to pursue excellence without distraction. You are free to create results that speak louder than any argument, louder than any criticism, louder than any doubt. Take your energy seriously. Guard it fiercely. Protect it as if your life depends on it, because it does. Be mindful of where you invest it, who you give it to, how you allow it to be influenced. Cultivate environments, relationships, and habits that strengthen you rather than weaken you. Refuse to participate in unnecessary drama, negative debates, or distractions that do not serve your vision. Guard your energy and you guard your future. Your energy is sacred. It is the fuel for your dreams, the foundation of your success, and the power behind your results. When you guard it, you become unstoppable. When you guard it, you create clarity. When you guard it, you command your life rather than being at the mercy of the world. Your energy determines your results. Protect it, cherish it, invest it wisely, and watch as your life transforms. Person who guards their energy is the person who achieves greatness, leaves a legacy, and rises above mediocrity. There is a secret, a principle, force in life that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It is not talent, though talent opens doors. It is not luck, though luck may provide opportunities. It is not even education, though knowledge equips you. The force I am speaking of is something far simpler, far more powerful, and far more effective than anything else. It is consistency. Consistency is key. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and results. Consistency is the discipline that turns effort into achievement, hope into reality, and vision into legacy. Many people start strong. Many people begin with fire in their hearts and passion in their steps. They make plans, set goals, and dream big dreams. But after a while, fire begins to flicker. Life throws challenges, obstacles arise, doubt creeps in, motivation wanes, and so their dreams wither. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is simply the successful show up consistently, even when it is hard, even when it is inconvenient, even when no one is watching. Consistency is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It does not give you instant results. But consistency is relentless. Consistency builds momentum. Consistency compounds over time. One small action every day, repeated without fail, can transform your life. One consistent choice, one disciplined habit, one focused effort, carried forward day after day, week after week, month after month, becomes unstoppable. The person who understands this principle does not rely on bursts of inspiration. They rely on persistence. They rely on rhythm. They rely on consistency. Results are not usually immediate. The world teaches us to seek quick fixes, instant gratification, and overnight success. But consistency operates quietly. It works in the shadows. It grows unseen. And just when the doubters have given up, just when impatience has taken over, results emerge and they are undeniable. This is why consistency is more powerful than talent, more powerful than luck, more powerful than connections. You can have all of those things, but without consistency, they are wasted. Consistency is the foundation of mastery. To master a skill, to master a craft, to master your life, you cannot rely on sporadic effort. You must show up every day. You must practice relentlessly. You must refine, adjust, and improve continuously. Look at the greatest achievers in history, the leaders, the athletes, the innovators. They did not reach their pinnacle by working occasionally. They reached it because they were consistent, relentless, and disciplined, regardless of circumstances. Consistency is also the mother of trust and credibility. People who are consistent gain the confidence of those around them. They build reputations not by talking, but by doing. They deliver results repeatedly. Their word becomes reliable because their actions are constant. In business, in relationships, in leadership, consistency is what separates the reliable from the unreliable, the credible from the doubtful, the extraordinary from the mediocre. Consistency proves that you can be counted on, that your commitment is real, and that your vision is not fleeting. Consistency is not easy. Life will challenge you. Circumstances will tempt you to give up. Motivation will wane. Energy will fade. There will be days when you feel tired, overwhelmed, or defeated. And this is precisely why consistency is rare, and this is precisely why it is so powerful. Those who maintain consistency despite discomfort, doubt, and difficulty are the ones who rise. They are the ones who overcome. They are the ones who achieve what others only dream of. Consistency requires discipline over desire. It requires choosing long-term results over short-term comfort. It requires doing the work even when you do not feel like it, even when the excitement has faded. Motivation is temporary. Inspiration comes and goes. But consistency, discipline remains. You show up because you have committed to your vision. You persevere because you understand that your future depends on the actions you take today, not on the feelings you have right now. Consistency is also a multiplier. Every small effort, repeated daily, compounds over time. 1 hour of focused work every day is more powerful than 10 hours of scattered effort once a month. One habit practiced consistently outweighs countless intentions left unfulfilled. The small, steady steps, the daily disciplines, the incremental improvements, these are the engines of extraordinary success. Time rewards consistency, and results honor those who refuse to quit. Let me speak to you about resilience. Life will test your consistency. Obstacles will come. Failures will happen. Criticism will rise. People will question your path, your decisions, and your ability. But consistency keeps you on track. It gives you a rhythm that cannot be shaken by temporary setbacks. It allows you to persevere, to recover, to continue moving forward even in the face of adversity. Consistency is what transforms challenges into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, failures into stepping stones. Consistency is also a declaration of faith in yourself and your vision. When you are consistent, you are telling the world, and more importantly, telling yourself that you are committed, that you are capable, that you will not be swayed by circumstances. You are showing that your dreams are bigger than your doubts, that your purpose is greater than your fear, that your commitment is stronger than temporary discomfort. Consistency is courage in action, courage sustained over time, courage that creates results. Let us not forget patience. Consistency requires patience because the results are not immediate. The seeds you plant today may take months or years to bear fruit. But if you water them consistently, if you nurture them day after day, if you refuse to abandon them prematurely, the harvest will come. And when it does, it will overwhelm the doubters, silence the critics, confirm that persistence and consistency are the true engines of success. Embrace consistency in your life. Commit to showing up every day for your vision, your goals, and your growth. Let your habits, your work ethic, and your focus be unshakable. Do not be swayed by the noise of the world, by temporary failures, fleeting distractions. Consistency is key, and it is within your control. It is the power you have to turn dreams into reality, intentions into results, potential into achievement. Rise above the urge to quit. Refuse the temptation of shortcuts. Reject the notion that occasional effort is enough. Your destiny is built not on occasional bursts of action, but on relentless, consistent effort day after day, moment after moment. Consistency is the rhythm of excellence, the heartbeat of achievement, and the engine of transformation. Those who are consistent will always surpass those who are inconsistent, no matter how talented, lucky, or well-connected they may be. Consistency builds trust, produces results, and creates momentum. Consistency turns ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. Consistency is the ultimate form of discipline, foundation of mastery, and the path to success. Be consistent. Show up every day. Work relentlessly. Persevere despite doubt, and let your results, built on unwavering consistency, speak for themselves. Because in the end, the world does not honor who starts the journey, it honors who finishes it. Those who finish it are those who understood that consistency is not just important, it is everything. There will always be voices of doubt, voices of skepticism, voices of fear. They come from outside and sometimes even from within. They question your dreams, your abilities, your decisions. They tell you you cannot. It's impossible. You're not ready. They mock your vision, belittle your effort, make you feel small when all you are trying to do is rise. But today, I tell you this, you cannot allow the doubters to dictate your destiny. You must learn to ignore them and move forward with unwavering faith in yourself. Doubt is everywhere. It's in the workplace. It's in your family. It's in the comments online. It's in the whispers of those who fear your potential. And here's the truth, doubters are not just irrelevant. They are dangerous if you let them control your mind. Every word they speak can either weaken your resolve or strengthen your commitment. And the choice is yours. Do not give them power. Do not hand over your energy. Do not allow their disbelief to become your reality. When you ignore doubters, you reclaim your focus. You stop wasting energy on convincing those who will never understand. You stop justifying your dreams to people who are not willing to see them come to life. Instead, you redirect that energy to the work that matters, your growth, your vision, your purpose. Every hour you spend defending yourself is an hour stolen from the action you could take to make your dreams real. Every word spent trying to convince a skeptic is a distraction from the work that creates undeniable results. Think about the greatest leaders, the innovators, visionaries throughout history. They were surrounded by doubters. People told them their ideas would fail. People said their dreams were too big. People laughed at their ambition. And yet they ignored the doubters. They pressed forward. They focused on the work, the strategy, the plan. And when their results appeared, the doubters had no choice but to acknowledge the truth. Their success was louder than every criticism, every scoff, every doubt. Ignoring doubters is not a passive act. It is a deliberate strategy. It is a conscious decision to rise above noise and remain unwavering in your pursuit. Doubters thrive on attention. They feed on your reaction. The moment you engage, you give them life. The moment you justify yourself, you validate their skepticism. But when you ignore them, you starve their influence. When you ignore them, you allow yourself to concentrate fully on the work that matters, to create, to build, to grow, and to achieve. Doubters will try to manipulate your emotions. They will provoke fear, guilt, and insecurity. They will plant seeds of uncertainty, whispering that your dreams are unrealistic, that your efforts are wasted, that your goals are impossible. But you must resist. You must rise above. Doubters do not define your limits. You do. Your faith in yourself, your commitment to your purpose, your willingness to endure. These are the forces that define your reality. Ignore those who do not believe and channel your energy into the vision that only you can bring to life. Ignoring doubters also requires confidence and clarity. You must be clear about your purpose. You must know why you are on this journey. You must have a vision so compelling, so strong, that no amount of skepticism can shake you. When you are certain of your mission, the doubts of others cannot penetrate your resolve. Your clarity becomes armor, your confidence becomes shield, and your commitment becomes unstoppable. Every doubter in your life is a test of your patience, a test of your resilience, a test of your focus. The more doubt they cast, the greater the opportunity for you to rise. Every criticism is fuel. Every disbelief is a spark to ignite your determination. Instead of responding to doubters, let them motivate you silently. Let their doubt become the fire that propels you forward. Let their skepticism remind you that you are on a path few are brave enough to take. Ignoring doubters is also a sign of wisdom. It is the understanding that not everyone has your vision, your courage, or your tenacity. Some people are trapped in their own limitations, and they will try to trap you in yours. Some people cannot see beyond their fears. They will project those fears onto you. Some people are afraid of your potential because it threatens their comfort. But you do not need their permission. You do not need their approval. You do not need their validation. You need only your courage, your faith, and your persistence. Doubters are often loud, but they are usually irrelevant. Their opinions are based on their perspective, their limitations, and their fears, not your potential. The louder they speak, the more proof you have that you are on the right track. Noise is often a sign of progress. Criticism is often a signal that your efforts are being noticed. Disbelief is often an indication that you are doing something extraordinary. Learn to see doubters as background noise, not as obstacles. Ignoring doubters does not mean ignoring feedback, wisdom, or guidance. There is a difference between constructive criticism and destructive doubt. Constructive feedback comes from those who support your growth and offer insight to strengthen your efforts. Doubters, on the other hand, discourage, belittle, instill fear. Learn to discern between the two. Take what serves your purpose, reject what weakens your spirit, and move forward undeterred. The power of ignoring doubters is that it allows you to focus on what truly matters: action. Action is the antidote to doubt. When you take consistent steps toward your goals, when you produce tangible results, when you demonstrate your commitment through work, you silence every skeptic. You do not need to argue, explain, or justify. Your results speak for themselves. Your progress is your testimony. Your achievements are your vindication. Rise above the doubt. Refuse to engage with negativity. Do not allow skepticism to drain your energy or distract your focus. Protect your vision as if your life depends on it, because it does. Surround yourself with those who believe, uplift, and challenge you positively. Channel your energy into building, creating, and pursuing your purpose. Let your life be the loudest response to every doubt ever cast upon you. The world will always have doubters. Some will speak, some will whisper, some will ignore you and still try to influence you. Their words do not define your destiny. Your actions define your destiny. Your persistence defines your destiny. Your courage defines your destiny. Ignore doubters and you reclaim your power. Ignore doubters and you unlock your potential. Ignore doubters and you achieve what others said was impossible. 2026, make a commitment to yourself. Do not allow the disbelief of others to dictate your course. Do not let criticism derail your vision. Ignore the doubters, pursue your purpose relentlessly, and let your results be the evidence that your faith in yourself was never misplaced. Because in the end, those who achieve greatness do not listen to the doubters, they listen to their own calling, and they act. There is a principle in life that is often overlooked, often underestimated, and yet it is one of the most powerful forces that determine the trajectory of your destiny. That principle is patience and timing. So many people rush, so many people force, so many people try to control outcomes that are not theirs to control. And in that rush, they waste energy, they make mistakes, and they miss their moment. But hear me today, the key to lasting success is not speed, it is alignment. Key to results that endure is not haste, it is patience. Key to your breakthrough is not forcing doors open, it is waiting for the right time to walk through them. Patience does not mean inactivity. It does not mean laziness. It does not mean sitting back and hoping for something to happen. Patience is active. Patience is intentional. Patience is the strength to endure, the wisdom to wait, and the courage to trust the process. It is the ability to continue working, preparing, and improving even when the results are not immediate. Patience allows you to focus on the work that matters, to build the foundation that will support your vision, and to grow stronger while others give up. Timing is equally important. There is a season for everything. There is a moment for every dream, moment for every opportunity, a moment for every breakthrough. When you act too early, your effort may be wasted. When you act too late, your opportunity may be gone. But when you act in the right time, when your preparation meets the moment, when your patience aligns with your purpose, the results are unstoppable. Timing is not luck. Timing is the intersection of preparation and faith. Timing is the reward for those who refuse to rush, for those who refuse to settle, and for those who trust that life unfolds according to its own wisdom. So many people fail not because they lack talent, vision, or effort, but because they lack patience. They grow frustrated when results do not appear immediately. They compare their journey to others. They give up before their season arrives. They force doors that were not meant to open yet, only to face disappointment, frustration, and regret. Patience is the antidote to impulsiveness. Patience is the discipline to wait while continuing to build. Patience is the understanding that what is meant for you will not pass you by, but it will come only at the appointed time. There is power in waiting. There is wisdom in restraint. There is victory in trusting the process. While the world moves at the pace of instant gratification, patient understand that greatness cannot be rushed. The patient understand that preparation is everything. The patient understand that timing amplifies effort. When you are patient, every action you take becomes more impactful. Every decision you make becomes more strategic. Every step you walk becomes closer to alignment with your destiny. Preparation is the secret ingredient in patience and timing. You cannot simply wait and hope. You must prepare. You must sharpen your skills. You must strengthen your character. You must cultivate discipline, focus, and resilience. Every day you invest in preparation while exercising patience, you are multiplying your impact when the right moment comes. The person who is ready when opportunity arrives will rise. The person who is impatient and unprepared will stumble. Timing rewards those who prepare diligently, consistently, and intentionally. Patience and timing are also a test of character. They reveal who you are, what you value, and how committed you are to your vision. The impatient reveal their immaturity. The hasty reveal their short-sightedness. But the patient demonstrate wisdom, maturity, and strength. Patients show that they understand the rhythm of life, the laws of growth, and the nature of true success. And when the right time finally arrives, patient are ready to seize it with full force, while the impatient are left behind wondering why life passed them by. There is also a spiritual dimension to patience and timing. Often, the universe, God, or life itself is orchestrating events beyond your understanding. Doors may close to redirect you. Delays may occur to prepare you. Challenges may rise to strengthen you. Trusting in timing is trusting that the world has a plan for you, that your efforts are not wasted, and that your moment will come. Patience is the bridge between faith and fulfillment. Timing is the manifestation of preparation and opportunity. Together, they produce results that are perfect, lasting, and undeniable. Compare those who rush with those who wait. The rushed stumble, make mistakes, and face unnecessary hardship. The patient endure, learn, and grow. The rushed act before they are ready and experience disappointment. The patient act at the appointed time and experience triumph. The rushed scatter their energy and attention. The patient focus build and align their efforts with their destiny. There is a difference between living impulsively and living intentionally, and that difference is patience. That difference is timing. That difference is wisdom. Patience also builds resilience. While you wait, challenges arise, doubts surface, and pressures mount. But those who have cultivated patience are strengthened, not weakened. They learn to endure hardship without losing sight of their goals. They learn to trust the process without giving up. They learn to persevere when the moment seems far off, knowing that every day of effort, every sacrifice, every act of discipline brings them closer to the moment when timing aligns with opportunity. Timing rewards the prepared. History is filled with examples of individuals who waited, prepared, and acted at the right moment. Their patience was not passive, it was intentional. Their preparation was deliberate, and when the opportunity appeared, their timing was perfect, their results were undeniable, their impact monumental, their success lasting. Every step they took before their moment was a step toward mastery, a step toward alignment, a step toward destiny. Embrace patience. Honor timing. Stop forcing outcomes. Stop comparing your journey to others. Stop rushing the process. Focus on what you can control: your effort, your preparation, your discipline, your growth. Trust that the right opportunities will come at the right moment. Trust that your season is approaching. Trust that patience and timing are your allies in the creation of lasting results. The world may not move at your pace. Opportunities may seem delayed. Dreams may appear distant. But when you combine patience with preparation, when you align your actions with timing, when you trust the process, your breakthrough is inevitable. Your moment will arrive. Your efforts will pay off. Your results will speak, and your journey will become a testimony to the power of patience and timing. In 2026, make a covenant with yourself. You will cultivate patience. You will honor timing. You will prepare diligently, and you will trust that life unfolds in alignment with your purpose. Move with intention. Build with focus. Endure with faith, and when your moment comes, you will act decisively, powerfully, and effectively, achieving results that prove the wait was worth every second. Rise today, work with purpose, prepare with diligence, wait with faith, and know that in the fullness of time, patience and timing will reward you beyond measure. Your breakthrough is coming, your season is near, your moment will arrive. And when it does, it will be undeniable. There is a truth in life that many people struggle to accept. The truth is this: nothing of lasting value comes without sacrifice. If you want success, if you want greatness, if you want a life of purpose and impact, you must be willing to give something today for the reward of tomorrow. Sacrifice is not punishment. Sacrifice is not suffering for suffering's sake. Sacrifice is the deliberate choice to invest time, energy, resources now in order to secure a future that is greater than the present. Those who understand this principle are the ones who achieve extraordinary results. The world is full of people who want instant gratification. They want quick success, immediate recognition, and rapid rewards. They do not understand the power of delayed gratification. They do not understand that the most valuable things in life, wealth, mastery, influence, fulfillment, are built over time through consistent effort and deliberate sacrifice. Sacrifice is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It is the seed you plant today for the harvest you will reap tomorrow. Sacrifice begins with discipline. It begins with the willingness to say no to what is easy in order to say yes to what is important. It begins with the courage to resist temptation, to delay pleasure, and to focus on long-term goals rather than short-term satisfaction. Every choice you make today has consequences for tomorrow. The person who spends their hours aimlessly chasing fleeting pleasures will find that their future lacks direction, purpose, and reward. The person who sacrifices temporary comfort for the sake of their vision builds momentum, develops resilience, sets themselves up for extraordinary achievement. Sacrifice also requires perspective. It requires you to see beyond the immediate, to understand that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the rewards of diligence are permanent. When you prioritize your long-term goals over momentary ease, you are investing in your future self. You are saying, I am willing to endure discomfort today so that tomorrow I may thrive, prosper, and succeed. This perspective separates those who dream from those who achieve. It separates those who complain from those who conquer. It separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. There will be challenges. Sacrifice is never easy. It requires giving up habits, comforts, activities that provide instant gratification but do not serve your ultimate purpose. It requires hard work when you feel tired. It requires focus when distractions are everywhere. It requires courage when fear tempts you to quit. But the beauty of sacrifice is that it strengthens you. Every decision to choose long-term gain over short-term comfort builds character, fortitude, and resilience. Every sacrifice compounds over time. The results will far outweigh the temporary cost. Consider the sacrifices made by the most successful people in history. They gave up leisure for work. They gave up approval for discipline. They gave up immediate satisfaction for enduring impact. They understood that life rewards those who are willing to invest in themselves, to endure discomfort, and to persist. When others quit, they did not seek easy paths. They sought meaningful outcomes, and their sacrifice became the foundation for their legacy. Sacrifice is also about priorities. To gain the extraordinary, you must be willing to reprioritize your life. This might mean spending less time on entertainment, less time on distractions, more time on building skills, developing relationships, and pursuing your vision. It might mean making financial sacrifices, lifestyle sacrifices, personal sacrifices that are uncomfortable today, but necessary for the life you want to create. The willingness to make these choices demonstrates commitment, foresight, and self-control. The very qualities that produce long-term success. One of the hardest aspects of sacrifice is delayed reward. The effort you put in today may not show immediate results. The work may feel invisible. The progress may seem slow. And this is precisely why most people quit. Most people cannot endure the discomfort of effort without instant gratification. But those who understand sacrifice know that every step, every hour, every act of discipline is a deposit into the bank of the future. It is a seed that, when nurtured with consistency, patience, and focus, will grow into a harvest beyond imagination. Sacrifice also teaches humility and gratitude. When you work hard, delay pleasures, and endure hardships in pursuit of a greater goal, you learn to appreciate the value of what you achieve. You understand that nothing worth having comes easily. You develop empathy for the struggles of others. You recognize that the rewards of sacrifice are not just material, they are personal, emotional, and spiritual. Sacrifice molds character and builds the inner strength necessary to manage success responsibly when it arrives. The principle of long-term gain over short-term comfort is evident in every area of life. In health, discipline, in diet, and exercise produces vitality. In education, focus and study produce knowledge and opportunity. In business, investment of time, resources, and energy produces financial freedom. In relationships, selflessness, patience, and loyalty produce connection and trust. In every arena, the willingness to sacrifice today determines the magnitude of reward tomorrow. Do not be deceived by appearances. The person who seems to have it all easily may have paid hidden prices in sacrifice that are invisible to the world. Success is rarely effortless. It requires dedication, focus, and a willingness to give up what is convenient, comfortable, or immediately gratifying for the sake of something far greater. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you will embrace the path to meaningful achievement. Examine your life. Identify where you are choosing comfort over growth, pleasure over purpose, ease over excellence. Decide today that you will make the necessary sacrifices to achieve your vision. Be willing to work when others rest. Be willing to study when others play. Be willing to invest when others spend recklessly. Be willing to endure temporary discomfort in order to secure long-term gain. Sacrifice is not forever. The results of sacrifice are eternal. The discipline you cultivate today will pay dividends for years to come. Choices you make now will shape your future. The effort you invest will determine your destiny. Those who embrace sacrifice rise. Those who avoid it remain average. Those who master it achieve greatness beyond measure. You will choose long-term gain over short-term comfort. You will endure challenges with courage. You will invest in your vision with discipline, and you will remain steadfast in your pursuit of excellence. Sacrifice is not a punishment. It is a tool. It is the bridge that connects your present effort with your future success. Every hour, every choice, every act of discipline is a step closer to the life you desire. Rise today. Commit to the journey. Embrace sacrifice as a necessity, a privilege, a pathway to your destiny. Refuse to settle for temporary pleasure when your potential calls for persistent effort. Know that every sacrifice you make now will yield a harvest far greater than you can imagine. Your future self is waiting to thank you for the choices you make today. Sacrifice is the secret language of success. Those who understand it, practice it, live it will experience victories that others cannot comprehend. Sacrifice for long-term gain, and watch as your life transforms, your purpose unfolds, and your results speak louder than words ever could. Words are powerful. Words can inspire, encourage, and motivate. Words can comfort and uplift. Words alone cannot change your life. Words without action are empty promises. Words without execution are dreams that will never materialize. Action speaks louder than words. Action is the engine of results. Action is the bridge between vision and reality. And if you truly desire transformation, if you truly desire success, if you truly desire impact, you must act. You must move. You must do. Too many people spend their lives talking about what they will do, what they want to achieve, what they dream of becoming. They plan endlessly, they strategize constantly, and they discuss possibilities endlessly, but they never take the steps required to make those dreams real. Planning without action is mere fantasy. Vision without execution is delusion. Success is not awarded to those who talk, it is earned by those who act. Action requires courage. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone. It requires facing fear, uncertainty, and the unknown. The moment you take decisive action, you break the chains of hesitation. You silence the voice of doubt. You step into your potential. Action transforms fear into confidence. Action transforms uncertainty into clarity. Action transforms intention into reality. Action is not about recklessness. It is not about moving blindly without thought or strategy. Action is deliberate. Action is intentional. Action is persistent. It is calculated risk combined with disciplined effort. It is the daily practice of showing up, doing the work, moving forward even when results are not immediate. Action bridges the gap between desire and achievement, between vision and manifestation. Consider the people who have achieved greatness throughout history. They did not merely dream, they acted. They did not merely hope, they moved. Their success was not the result of idle words or idle wishes. It was the product of relentless, consistent, and intentional action. Every step they took, every choice they made, every effort they exerted brought them closer to the life they envisioned. Action was their secret. Action was their power. Action was their testimony. Action also produces momentum. Once you begin, the act of moving forward generates energy that propels you further. Small action leads to another. One decision leads to the next. One step leads to the next. And before you know it, what seemed impossible has become inevitable. Momentum is born from action. Results are born from action. Dreams are realized through action. Without it, you remain stagnant, stuck, and frustrated. Waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. Waiting for clarity, confidence, ideal conditions often leads to inaction. The perfect moment rarely arrives. Life moves, opportunities come and go. Those who wait too long watch their dreams pass them by. The person who acts even imperfectly learns, adapts, and grows. The person who waits loses time, energy, and momentum. Action is not about waiting, it is about creating. It is about making the conditions right through effort, persistence, faith in your ability to succeed. Action is also the antidote to fear. Fear thrives in hesitation, in delay, and uncertainty. The longer you wait, the louder the fear becomes. But the moment you act, the fear diminishes. Action forces you to confront your doubts, to move through discomfort, and to claim your potential. Action empowers you. Action builds confidence. Action proves to yourself and to the world that you are committed, capable, determined to succeed. Action is the language of results. Talk alone does not change circumstances. Planning alone does not build wealth. Intention alone does not create opportunity. Only action produces measurable, tangible outcomes. Those outcomes, those results, speak louder than any words ever could. Results are proof. Results are evidence. Results are the ultimate testimony that your effort, your courage, and your commitment were real. Consistency amplifies action. Action without persistence may yield temporary results, but sustained action produces extraordinary impact. Showing up daily, performing the work, refining your skills, and persevering through challenges ensures that your efforts compound over time. Every action taken today builds the foundation for tomorrow's success. Every step, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. Consistency transforms simple action into unstoppable momentum. Action also inspires others. When people see you moving, creating, and achieving, they are motivated to act themselves. Leadership is born from action. Influence is built through execution. Vision becomes contagious when paired with consistent, visible action. People do not follow words. They follow those who act. They are drawn to those who demonstrate courage, determination, and results through their deeds. And remember, action teaches lessons that planning cannot. Action provides experience. Action reveals strengths and weaknesses. Action forces adaptation and growth. You cannot learn to swim by reading a book. You must enter the water. You cannot learn to succeed by talking about it. You must move, risk, and try. Every action, whether it results in success or failure, teaches you something invaluable. Failure in action is not defeat. It is education. It is a stepping stone. It is preparation for greater achievement. Action is a reflection of your commitment. It demonstrates to yourself, your family, your community, and the world that you are serious about your dreams. Talk may impress, but action proves. Action signals determination. Action signals courage. Action signals faith in your vision. Person who consistently takes action is the person who achieves breakthroughs. The person who hesitates remains behind. Stop talking and start doing. Stop dreaming without movement. Stop planning without execution. Identify the next step, take it, and then take the next. Let your actions speak louder than any words you have ever spoken. Move with purpose, act with faith, and persevere with consistency. Let your results, your progress, and your achievements be the loudest testimony of your potential and your commitment. The world does not remember those who only talk. It remembers those who act. The world does not reward intentions. It rewards execution. The world does not celebrate ideas alone. It celebrates the individuals who turn ideas into reality through action. Your success is waiting on the other side of movement, effort, and courageous deeds. Action is the vehicle that carries you from where you are to where you are meant to be. In 2026, make a covenant with yourself. You will take action daily. You will act with courage. Even when fear is present, you will persevere through obstacles. You will allow your results to speak louder than any words ever could. Let action be your signature. Let effort be your voice. Let results be your testimony. Because in the end, the one who moves, acts, and executes is the one who achieves, succeeds, and transforms their life. There is a force in life that separates those who achieve from those who merely dream. That force is commitment, not casual commitment, not half-hearted attempts, fleeting enthusiasm, but unwavering, unshakable, relentless commitment to your vision. Your vision is the blueprint of your destiny, the map of your purpose, and the calling of your soul. And if you truly desire to see your dreams realized, you must commit to that vision with everything within you. Too many people talk about their dreams, but never commit. They say, I want this, or I hope for that, but their actions tell a different story. They waver at the first sign of difficulty. They abandon their goals when the path gets hard. They allow fear, doubt, or distraction to pull them away from what they were created to do. Commitment is the antidote to wavering. Commitment is the force that turns intention into action, plans into results, and dreams into reality. Commitment requires clarity. You cannot commit to what you do not understand. You cannot pursue a vision that is unclear or undefined. You must know exactly what you want, why you want it, and how you intend to achieve it. Clarity of vision creates focus. It eliminates distraction. It empowers you to make decisions that align with your goals, even when those decisions are difficult or unpopular. Without clarity, commitment falters. Clarity, commitment becomes unstoppable. Commitment demands courage. The path to realizing your vision will not be easy. Obstacles will rise. Challenges will confront you. People will doubt you. Circumstances may seem against you, but commitment is the courage to continue when others give up. Courage to persevere when the world says no. The courage to move forward when fear whispers in your ear. Commitment is not comfort. It is resolve. It is choosing your vision over immediate gratification, your purpose over convenience, and your potential over the opinions of others. When you commit to your vision, you develop resilience. You learn to endure setbacks without giving up. You learn to adapt when plans fail. You learn to rise stronger after every fall. Commitment transforms obstacles into opportunities and failures into lessons. It equips you with the mental and emotional strength required to pursue long-term success. Without commitment, temporary challenges become permanent barriers. With commitment, temporary challenges become stepping stones toward achievement. Commitment requires discipline. It is the daily practice of showing up, doing the work, and honoring your vision even when motivation wanes. Motivation is fleeting. Excitement fades. Circumstances change, but commitment endures. Commitment ensures that you take consistent action no matter how you feel, no matter what challenges arise, no matter how slow progress seems. It is the force that keeps you moving forward when others would give up. Your vision will demand sacrifice. Commitment is the willingness to give up temporary comfort for long-term fulfillment. It may mean sacrificing leisure, entertainment, ease to pursue your goals. It may mean investing time, energy, and resources while others spend carelessly. It may mean enduring discomfort, criticism, isolation for the sake of progress. Those who are unwilling to make sacrifices will never experience the full reward of their vision. Those who commit fully embrace the necessary sacrifices as the price of greatness. Commitment also attracts resources. When you are fully committed to your vision, the universe, opportunities, and people align to support you. Doors open that previously seemed closed. Guidance appears when needed. Partnerships form with those who share your dedication. Commitment signals to the world that you are serious, capable, and worthy of support. And the more you commit, the more momentum you create, until your vision begins to take shape in ways you never imagined. Faith is a part of commitment. You must believe in your vision even when the evidence is not yet visible. You must trust that your efforts are not in vain. Your preparation is not wasted, and that your dedication will bear fruit in its proper season. Commitment and faith work together. Faith fuels persistence when challenges arise. Faith sustains you when results are delayed. Faith ensures that you remain steadfast when the journey is difficult. Without faith, commitment falters. With faith, commitment becomes unstoppable. Commitment creates influence. When you are unwavering in your pursuit, others notice. Your determination inspires those around you. Your consistency builds credibility. Your results demonstrate that your vision is real and achievable. People are drawn to those who commit fully because commitment signals seriousness, passion, capability. Leadership is born from commitment. Influence is built through consistency. Vision is realized through relentless dedication. The journey to realizing your vision will test you. There will be days when the path seems impossible. There will be moments when doubt threatens to overwhelm you. There will be challenges that seem insurmountable. But your commitment is your anchor. Your commitment keeps you focused. Your commitment ensures that you do not abandon your purpose when the road is hard. Those who are committed finish what they start. Those who are not leave their dreams behind. Those who commit see their vision become reality. Commitment requires persistence over time. The results you desire may not appear immediately. Success is rarely instant. Progress may be slow. Patience is required, but patience without action is ineffective. You must persist. You must continue. You must work consistently, adapt strategically, remain determined. Commitment ensures that you do not quit prematurely, that you do not give up when challenges arise. You continue to invest in your vision until it manifests fully. Examine your vision. Ask yourself if you are fully committed to it. Are you willing to do whatever it takes, endure whatever is necessary, and persist until your goals are realized? Are you willing to prioritize your purpose over convenience, your long-term fulfillment over short-term ease, and your potential over the opinions of others? True commitment leaves no room for hesitation. True commitment is unwavering. True commitment is unshakable. Without commitment, vision is wasted potential. Commitment, dreams remain ideas. Without commitment, goals are never achieved. But with commitment, vision becomes reality. With commitment, dreams are transformed into achievements. With commitment, your life becomes a testimony to the power of unwavering dedication. Your results will speak louder than words, your impact will be undeniable, and your legacy will inspire generations. In 2026, make a covenant with yourself. You will commit fully to your vision. You will act daily, persist despite challenges, endure sacrifices, and maintain unwavering faith in your purpose. You will honor your vision above distraction, doubt, and delay, and you will pursue it relentlessly until it becomes your reality. Commitment is not optional for those who desire greatness. It is essential. Commitment is the key to turning dreams into results and potential into achievement. Rise today, focus on your vision, commit with every fiber of your being. Take action, endure challenges, embrace sacrifice, and trust the process. Let your dedication be unshakable, your persistence unstoppable, and your results undeniable. Your vision is calling. Your purpose is waiting. And when you commit fully, nothing and no one can stop you.